Morning, I'm Adam Davis.
Hi, and I'm Dylan Tanaka.
And today we're making millions over morning coffee. Well, Dylan, to start off a Monday, have a great week investing in Michigan real estate. The FHA was just announced by a Washington report, courtesy of Kent Harvey, that Congress is going to turn over the mortgage crisis handling and all the meltdown that went down over late 2007, early 2008 to the FHA, the Federal Housing Administration. Now, everybody's pretty much familiar, I think, with what the FHA was, but basically what it is it's a federal government agency that handles mortgages and home-related matters for millions of Americans. Whether you need to move into a house and you're a low-income person or you're a veteran, they work with the Veterans Association, they work with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and basically it's a government entity that helps facilitate home ownership being part of the American dream, so that Americans can own homes and we can have this ownership society that a lot of presidents talk about. Now, House Financial Services Chairman Barney Frank is putting together legislation that's going to cover up to $300 billion in funds to shore up this mortgage mess.
Billion with a B.
Billion with a B, 300 billion. Now, compared to the trillions of dollars that are out there sloshing around in the financial markets, 300 billion isn't much, but if they use it right, it could stop a lot of these problems that are still happening in the mortgage markets. They could bring a lot of relief to the investors that bought mortgage-backed securities and could put some stability back in the national housing market so we can start looking at an upswing again. Now, for me, I think this means that somewhere down the road, this is just the start of it, but somewhere down the road, the mortgage market's going to change and we're going to start seeing the availability of home mortgages become more ubiquitous again, and more homeowners are going to be able to qualify. And that means good things for investors, means good things for homeowners, and means good things for the economy right here in Southeast Michigan.
I agree 100%, Adam. For those of you out there who are still kind of rookies to the whole real estate investing game or just real estate in general, I know we have a lot of viewers out there who watch us and they're still learning just about real estate. The FHA, Federal Housing Administration, is really just a bridge between us as regular old Americans and government money, essentially. The government will fund loans depending on a few different criteria, and that's what the FHA does. It governs over that criteria and watches who should get the funding. So I'm going to step away from investing today, believe it or not, Adam, and I'm going to talk to the regular Michigan residents out there who are watching. In this weekend's Detroit News, there's a little story about how to move up from your current house to a bigger one. You see, with the mortgage crisis, a lot of people out there have come to the understanding that they are going to have to sell their houses a lot cheaper than what they had originally planned. Maybe they've moved out of state, they've gotten a better job, maybe they've moved up. So what's happening is the properties that are available right now have come down so far that you, as someone who's moving up, can take a small loss on your $100,000 house, let's say, and you can move into a $300,000 house and gain $40,000, $50,000, $70,000, $80,000 worth of equity while giving up maybe 10 or 15 in your $100,000 house. And as a side note, Realty Track came out with some information Friday afternoon about Florida. And as you viewers and listeners know, I kind of like Florida and Vegas because I think that there's a migration there with the baby boomers. It's been proven. In Florida right now, houses that are $300,000 and over are on the market for over 1,000 days. So Michigan isn't quite as bad as people like to say it is.
That's a staggering number. 1,000 days for a $300,000 plus house. Now, we don't know what it is yet going to be here in Michigan going forward. What are the numbers going to look like in 2008, second half? What do they look at in 2009, 2010? What we can be sure of is we're not the only state that's faced with this gigantic housing inflow, this influx of inventory, these days on market, so many price concessions going on, so many people taking a discount. What Dylan said is absolutely right. You can make up for the lost equity in your primary home by purchasing a rental property, or even if you have to sell your home at a discount, you can pick up double or triple the equity you lost by upgrading into a new home. Now, there is opportunity to buy homes anywhere in Michigan, southeast Michigan in particular. Dylan, what areas do you like people for upgrading? Say I'm in a family neighborhood, maybe close to Metro Detroit. What areas do you like the investor or even the homeowner to move into? Well, I mean, what areas are good for upgrading, in your opinion?
Well, let's stick with homeowners today. I think that in Macomb County, Macomb Township is a great area, great school system. Northern part of Clinton Township also, then we also have Shelby Township, even northern Sterling Heights. We talk a lot about the easing off of all the more expensive properties, the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 properties. And the real fact out there is a lot of these 4-person families don't need 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. So they're coming back down. They're coming back down to the Sterling Heights areas. They're coming back down to the Clinton Township, the lower Macomb Township, which in turn opens up the floodgates for those who can afford the properties that are over $300,000. And if you want to talk about Oakland County, I think that there's some great opportunity right now in Troy, of course Royal Oak. Talk about Rochester, there's great opportunity in Rochester right now. A lot of the properties that are available north of Hall Road or M59 are where the biggest deals are as far as what you can buy equity for pennies on the dollar.
And keep that in mind, what Dylan just said, and I echo his thoughts in both Oakland and Macomb County. We do the majority of our investing in Macomb County, a little bit in Oakland County, and we're increasingly looking at acquiring more and more properties in Oakland County. Is that the equity is there, and you can be picky about your deals right now, and that's the best thing for homeowners, is that if you're looking at doing an upgrade, possibly downsizing a little bit on the equity in your current house, and then upgrading, picking up some big equity in your new home, is that you can be picky with where you want to be. It wasn't like it was a few years ago where you had to grab the houses as they became available. Now there's so many houses available, there's so many ways that you can find houses. You can work with the realtor, you can look at for sale by owner, you can talk to investors like Dylan and myself, you could go to your local real estate investors club. There's a million ways on the internet. You can find these homes in so many ways right now that you can be picky, that you can find the home that's right for you, pick up $50,000 or $60,000 in equity, make up for the loss on your current home, and when the market turns around here in Michigan in a few years, you're going to be sitting pretty.
Exactly. Now the easiest way for those of you who are out there and are ready to take the plunge and move up and possibly try to either sell the house that you're in or rent it out, the best thing I believe you can do is to get to your local real estate investors association. You're going to meet people there who will teach you how to either sell your house more effectively in this tough market or teach you how to rent it or maybe sell it on a rent-to-own program. Now, the one that is obviously close to my heart is the Real Estate Investors Association of Macomb. The website there is www.reiaofmacomb.com. But there are groups in Oakland County and Wayne County also. Most of them are nonprofit organizations. And really what they're set up to do is to teach us and to help us network with other real estate investors or those who are ready to get into the game of real estate investing.
That's right. And if you want to know more about rental properties and how to find out how to rent your home or move your home quickly, Real Estate Investors Associations are a great place to start. Talk to your real estate agent if you have a real estate agent. You can talk to us if you want to as well. We'll give you free, objective, no BS information if you want to contact us at www.michiganincomeproperties.com. If you want to learn more about myself, again, my name is Adam Davis. You can visit me on the web at www.adamjdavis.com.
And if you want to learn more about me, you can go to my blog at www.dylantanaka.com.
And check back with us tomorrow as we help make you millions over morning coffee.